Hello guys, the name is Anna and you're watching Anna's World. The world is filled with such a wide variety of wonderful destinations and beautiful places to visit. It can be quite difficult to compile a list of the best ones. Thinking about a traveler who for whatever reason has never set foot outside his or her hometown, where would be the first place they might visit? The list of the world's best places to visit has to include great cities like New York, Paris, London, and so on, each of which is filled with multitude of individual sites or must-see places to visit. The list also includes specific sites, monuments, and locations, each also worthy of a visit to their own right. Machu Picchu, Peru. Located high in the Andes Mountains of Peru, Machu Picchu is now believed to have been a sacred royal retreat for the Incan rulers. Built in the 15th century AD and abandoned less than 100 years later, the remote site continues to amaze with its perfectly joined, mortarless, intricate stonework. Huge multi-ton blocks of stones are perfectly joined with each other without the use of mortar or cement. The journey of the Machu Picchu typically starts in the mountain city of Cusco, which was the capital city of the Inca Empire. Cusco is a fascinating place to explore. Be sure to spend a few days there before or after your Machu Picchu adventure. It is possible to hike the Inca Trail from Cusco to Machu Picchu. The full hike takes 5 days, but you can also start closer and do 1, 2, or 3 days hike along with the trail. Most of the people take the train from Cusco, which takes about 3.5 hours. The Grand Canyon, Arizona. This incredible nature wonder is in the US in the state of Arizona. It's one of the most beautiful places for which photos or videos just don't do it justice. Its sheer size and scope is hard to compare. With geology formed over the past 2 billion years, yes, billion, the 277-mile-long canyon itself is believed to have been started around 5 to 6 million years ago. It was formed by the flow of Colorado River, which still flows through it and continues to erode the geology along its course. The Grand Canyon is up to 19 miles wide in place and up to a mile deep. Imagine standing on the edge, looking down a sheer rock wall almost a mile to the river below. Most visitors come to the area referred to as the South Rim, and there is a range of accommodations available, from tents to restrict luxury canyon-side resorts built from logs. There are a few accommodations on the remote North Rim as they are reserved years in advance. Many visitors access the canyon via the historic Grand Canyon Railway, which runs from the town of Williams, Arizona. The 64-mile rail line provides an entertaining way to get to the canyon with food and live music on board. For those driving, the canyon is about 3.5 hours drive north from Phoenix or from the south, Las Vegas. Rome, Italy. The internal city is more like a giant living museum. Visitors are immersed in and surrounded by thousands of years of history. It's a relatively compact city, and a 3-day itinerary gets you to the minimum number of must-see places. These must-see sites for any visitors includes the Colosseum and adjacent Roman Forum, the Pantheon, and the Vatican City, a separate country in the middle of the central Rome. Take some time to explore the outskirts of Rome too. Consider a hike along the Tomblight section of the Appian Way, the ancient Roman superhighway, and visit to one of the educate ruins outside the city. Maui in Hawaii. This Hawaiian island offers a wide range of experience for visitors. You can surf, enjoy a meal on the beach at a 5-star luxury resort in Vilai, ride a horse across the dormant volcano in Halikala National Park, or hike through the rainforest in the West Muay Mountains. The natural scenery is amazing. It's really one of the most beautiful islands in the world. When it comes to accommodations, there is something for everyone here. From restrict high-P bungalow beds and breakfast to 5-star luxury resort hotels, villas and all the luxury resorts, it's like the beachfront Beverly Hills of Mumbai. If you're staying here, be sure to venture out and spend some time in Heyaa, where the locals hang out. Masai Mara, Kenya. Kenya's Masai Mara is an incredible biodiverse area and a popular safari destination. It is an opportunity to see the big five animals: lion, leopard, rhinoceros, elephant, and cave buffalo, all during one trip, or if you are lucky, during one afternoon. The protected Masai Mara National Reserve Park area is huge, over 1,500 square kilometers of mainly grassland, extending all the way to the Serengeti Plains of Tanzania. The popular times to visit are during the twice-yearly migrations. The main one begin in July and August. Over 1 million wild beasts and other animals across the area in huge groups to go from one feeding area to another. Most visitors fly into Nairobi, then take a small bush plane to the Mara. Montreal, Canada. As you listen to the sound of French being spoken around you and explore the old Montreal, wandering down its narrow cobblestone streets, you might think you're in France. This historic area is filled with quaint shops and cafes. This Canadian city can be a chance to experience a bit of Europe in North America. The city also has a thriving food scene with several popular farm markets, including the Atwater Market and the Jean Talon markets. It's also known for its bagels, cooked hot and fresh by several iconic must-visit bakeries. Be sure to visit the beautiful Notre Dame Basilica and take a drive up to Mount Royal, the big hill or the low mountain the city is named after. You'll be rewarded with some amazing views extending all the way to the port. New Zealand. With its striking natural beauty, friendly citizens, and recent popularity due to its use as the filming location for The Lord of the Rings films as well as many others, this island nation is one of the world's great places to visit. The biodiversity here is amazing. It's believed that New Zealand was one of the last places on the earth to have human inhabitants. Start your visit off in the capital city of Auckland with its culture, history, and museums. Spend some time on the water and at the beach. Waitemata Harbour has beaches, along with a range of sailing and boating activities. Visit the Rotorua area to learn about the experience indigenous Maori culture and head to the Queenstown to experience the country's wide range of outdoor extreme action sports. Remember, this is where bungee jumping was invented. Istanbul, Turkey. Turkey's capital city is another destination that offers a great mix of culture, food, and history. There are thousands of years of history here, starting with the ancient Greeks and ancient Romans and leading up through the Ottoman Empire. It's an Islamic country with a secular government, so it's a good place for Western tourists to experience Islamic culture. There's a mix of new and the timeless here, unlike anywhere else. You can spend the night at a wonderful restaurants eating great Islamic Turkish food and dancing to the Turkish music, then rise very early in the morning to the sound of adhan or morning Islamic call to prayer. It echoes across the rooftops as it's broadcast from loudspeakers set atop the minarets of the city's mosques. Istanbul has great public transit, which means it's easy to get around and explore all the major sites and monuments. Angkor Wat, Cambodia. Located just outside the Cambodian city of Siem Reap, Angkor Wat is the largest religious site in the world. It was created originally as a Hindu temple and mausoleum from the Khmer ruler in the early part of 12th century and was converted to a Buddhist temple at the end of 12th century. Just a part of enormous ancient city, Angkor Wat is the temple area, Angkor Thom was the city and a palace area. There are hundreds of other ruined sites in the area, all part of the ancient capital of Angkor. Siem Reap and its temple and ruins are now very easily accessible via daily flights from Hong Kong and other large ancient cities. Accommodations range from inexpensive guest houses to lavish luxury resorts with everything in between. London, England. This historic English city is another destination just filled with incredible places to visit. A trip to London is an opportunity to visit iconic places like the Tower Bridge, the Buckingham Palace, and the Tower of London. Take advantage of the city being a cultural center as well as seeing the West End Theatre show or watching a musical performance at the Royal Albert Hall. Modern London is also a city of fine dining, luxury hotels, and world-class shopping. Don't miss the museum. The vast British Museum is free and usually quite crowded. Make time to visit the well.Please collection, a free museum on Oxford Street. It has one of the world's greatest collection of furniture, along with some important old master paintings. Manhattan, New York. One of the 5 boroughs of New York City, Manhattan is actually an island bordered by the East River and the Hudson and a little bit by the Harlem River. This island is a bit less than 23 square miles and is home to almost 2 million residents. Add in the daily influx of workers and the island routinely holds close to 4 million people. No other city in the world offers the frequentic energy of New York City. It's filled with the world's best shopping and dining along with the incredible museums. Manhattan also has a giant greenheart Central Park. No matter the season, it provides a playground for the city's residents, offering a range of activities from museums to a zoo. There's a lot of green space where you can play and relax, along with the miles of running, biking, and skating trails. Paris, France. No visitor to the France capital is complete without a trip to and a trip up to its most iconic structure. The 300-meter tall Eiffel Tower was quite simply the tallest man-made structure in the world. From its opening in 1889 from 41 years until 1930. Use your visit as a stray workout and climb the 300 steps from ground level to the first of 3 levels of the tower. If you are in a great shape, climb the another 300 steps to the second level. Then hoop on the elevator here to get to the top. Aside from the workout, you will also skip most of the crowd who want to take the elevator the whole way. This is Disneyland. It would be a really bad deal if you make a visit to Paris and forget to see this beautiful Disneyland. Make sure to pay a visit here as well. San Francisco, California. San Francisco is a truly unique American city and one of the world's great vacation spots. Explore its hill, ride the cable cars that climb them, and eat some seafood at the Fisherman's Wharf. Also spend some time exploring Marin County on the other side of the Golden Gate Bridge, including the picturesque town of Sausalito. The Great Redwoods of Muir Woods National Monuments are only 3 minutes away and also well worth a side trip. Be sure to make some time for a visit or even better, a drive across the Golden Gate Bridge. This monument to modern engineering genius spans the strait that connects the San Francisco Bay and the Pacific Ocean. The almost 2-mile-long 6-lane bridge connects the Northern California city with Marin County. Opened in 1937, the bridge has a unique geometric beauty and can be viewed from many areas on either side of its span. Some of the best views are from the Marine Headlands, a hilly part of the Golden Gate National Recreation Area, a national park which includes areas on either side of the bridge. Hong Kong. Asia's largest city can feel like an Asian Manhattan with great skyscrapers in a compact area and a serious focus on business. But venture deeper and you will find the city's unique mix of ancient Chinese culture and remnants of its British colonial history as well. Gleaming skyscrapers are built with hand-assembled bamboo scaffolding in a fusion of new and old. This city is divided into two main sections, Hong Kong Island and Kowloon, separated by Victoria Harbour. Take the Star Ferry across the harbour, still one of the great travel bargains given the spectacular scenery on the both sides. You can also venture into the more rural area to discover the sparsely populated outlying islands, hiking trails and beautiful beaches. Marrakesh, Monaco. Start your Marrakesh adventure at the Fama Alfana, the main open square in the Moroccan city. It's the gateway to the Medina or Old Walled City. The square is like nowhere else in the world, presenting a constant show of humanity. There are musical performances, snake charmers, monkey trainers, amateur boxing matches, and belly dancers. It's also a giant food market as well as giant antique markets and a swap meet. You can even get a haircut or have some dental work performed. At night, there are fire performances and no outdoor food fair is set up in the center with rows of food stalls fronted by counter lined the chair. This exotic African destination is only a short flight, usually less than 4 hours, from most major European cities. As a popular gateway destination, there are frequent flights available.